Also, Drew Carney's just kind of taking it easy, doing a little stretching, doing a little exercise. He's talking yoga. He is out west. He is in Hillsboro this morning. There he is with one of those elastic bands doing his stretching. Is he supposed to keep his knee bent, or is he supposed to straighten that out?
Yeah, keep it straight, I think.
Oh, there he goes. He's like, do not critique me, Braxton. All right. I'm stopping. It's 5:12. He's coming after me. Angry Drew.
In a yoga
Quick,
class.
No, we'll be right back. Drew Carney is out and about this morning in Hillsboro.
Yeah, he's previewing a 24-hour yoga event this morning, just getting all ready to go. Drew, how you doing?
Good morning, Russ and Brenda. My eyes are supposed to be closed for this particular yoga movement, but I will open them now to tell you this. Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club, our location, and it is also the location of Stretch for Survivors this weekend. You mentioned it, Russ, a 24-hour yoga event. We'll explain who benefits from Stretch for Survivors after this on News Channel 8 at sunrise.
Okay, whatever stress Drew Carney might have this morning, I feel it just kind of melting away.
I felt it kind of ramping up when he started criticizing the way he was stretching there.
Yeah, but when he went back to closing his eyes and posing.
Okay, you think he's back to that place he needs to be?
He's looking good, Drew.
He's in Hillsboro this morning practicing yoga.
Working with the two of you was always stressful. Let me point that out right here off the top.
No doubt.
Russ and Brenda.
Guilty.
Does what I'm doing right now look anything like what the woman next door to me is doing? I am attempting yoga here this morning.
She's a little more flexible.
Yeah,
I think her shoulders are a little more flexible.
I wonder if she can do this. I wonder if she can stand up on 2 feet. I will do that right now just to explain to our viewing audience why we are at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club in Hillsboro this morning. It's because this weekend they are hosting Stretch for Survivors. It's a 24-hour yoga event, essentially a 1-hour yoga class every hour on the hour, starting at noon on Saturday through noon on Sunday. And with that in mind, I pull in from the sidelines Tanya Priestley, because Tanya, Stretch for Survivors benefits your organization, Sisters for Survivors, and if you've never heard of them, you're going to explain what you are. What is Sisters for Survivors?
We're a local not-for-profit group that supports women with breast cancer, and we empower women through education, support, and image and alternative health services.
I know it's a fairly new organization. We want to help get you off the ground, and it should be pointed out. Since you didn't mention it yourself, I will. You're looking at a survivor right here next to me. Tanya's a survivor. She wants to help others who are surviving, and they're going to do so this weekend through Stretch for Survivors. I had to get back to this, Tanya, and we'll have more on the yoga. Russ and Brendan coming up in 20 minutes. Back to you for now.
Looking good.
He is, yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you, Drew.
And Drew Carney this morning is out in Hillsboro, and he is practicing all his yoga moves. Are they moves? Poses?
Yes.
Sorry, poses.
Warrior, bring it down.
I would call it, I wanted to show them Warrior 2.
Oh, the Warrior 2. Go for it.
Warrior 2 this morning, guys. This is a yoga pose or position?
Asana, which is a pose, yes.
Asana. Stretch for Survivors is what we're talking about this morning. Now maybe I should join the rest of the... Yeah, there we go. What is Stretch for Survivors, you may ask? We will explain coming up after this, and details on how you can participate as well. This is News Channel 8 at sunrise.
Good job.
It's 5:45 this morning, and for some, there's no better way to end the busy work week than with a little bit of yoga.
Drew Carney is stretching his way to better health over in Hillsboro this morning. How are you feeling, Drew?
Pigeon.
I'm okay this morning, guys. I'm a little uncomfortable for this reason only. I started out this morning here at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club wearing these pants. I was led to believe these were like nice workout pants. And then the people here said, where's your spandex this morning? And then they gave me these. And I said, well, I'll change into those then. But no, wait a minute. Well, no, wait a minute. Guess what? The worst part about it was when I went to the men's locker room here at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club, and I started to put these pants on. I looked at the tag. What size did they give me? I thought to myself, what do they think I am? Apparently they think I'm a women's extra large. I'm wearing women's yoga pants.
You look good, kind of.
I'm wearing women's wear this morning. Thank you.
Come on, you wear Speedos. That should be nothing. That covers more.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Speedo is menswear. Speedo is still menswear. Okay, hey, listen, why are we at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club this morning? Because this weekend, Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club is hosting Stretch for Survivors. It's a 24-hour yoga event, essentially a 1-hour yoga class every hour on the hour, starting noon tomorrow, Saturday, through noon on Sunday. and it's an event that benefits Sisters for Survivors, a local nonprofit organization that supports breast cancer survivors in our area. By signing up for a class or classes, $30 a pop, you are helping a terrific cause. But I need help when it comes to yoga, so I call on Miss Tiffany. Tiffany, come on up here this morning. She is a yoga instructor here at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club. Teaches yoga. You told me 7 classes a week.
7 classes a week.
You'll be one of the instructors for Stretch for Survivors. Can you assist me into getting? Can you assist me in getting into a yoga pose?
Of course.
Okay. How do we do
Absolutely.
this? Start.
So you're going to start down on your hands and your knees.
Hands and knees.
Hands
all
and
the way.
knees. And curl your toes, starting in downward facing dog. So I'm going to have everybody else come back into downward dog too. So curl your toes, lift your knees, and take your butt in the air. No, curl your toes, silly.
Well, I don't know what that means, curl my toes.
And then lift your hips up. So just like that.
Okay, yes, okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to put them right here, but you got to relax your head down. Are you ready?
You're gonna place feet on me?
I am, right here.
Do
ready?
it. Do it.
Okay, we're doing
Do it this morning.
All right, so right foot here, left foot here. How's that
Interesting.
feel?
That feels actually surprisingly nice this morning.
Yes, there you go.
How long can we maintain this position?
I don't know. How long can you handle it?
Well, don't move. Don't move. I just want to see what exactly is above me this morning. Hello. We are live again at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club. They are in Hillsborough, and they're hosting Stretch. Don't move. Don't move.
I'm not moving.
Because I may go down. They are hosting Stretch for Survivors this weekend, a benefit for Sisters for Survivors, helping breast cancer survivors in our area. We will have more on the organization, the event, and more people perhaps positioned above my head in the 6 o'clock hour. Russ and Brenda, back to you.
I understand.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that yoga was a team sport. Did you? I thought you just did it by yourself.
Oh, he's like, go away. All right, he's got to recover. Hey, Drew is getting an energizing start to his morning. He's doing some yoga over in Hillsborough.
Yes, we are practicing yoga this morning, Russ and Brenda. Some of us need a little more help than others. Oh, thank you there, Tiffany, for the assist. As Russ mentioned last hour, yoga can apparently be a team sport. And we're teaming up this morning to help breast cancer survivors in our area. We'll have details on Stretch for Survivors, for Sisters for Survivors, and we'll do it perhaps with someone on our back this morning. More coming up on News Channel 8 at Sunrise.
It's 6:25. Drew Carney is twisting and stretching his way this morning to better health.
He's also talking with some folks who are getting ready for a 24-hour yoga session.
Yes.
That sounds a little intimidating.
Looking good, everybody.
Upward-facing reporter is what you are witnessing here this morning, Russ and Brenda. Yes, Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club, our location this morning, and it's the location for the event you were just talking about. They're calling it Stretch for Survivors. 24 hours of yoga. You don't have to do all 24 hours. They're encouraging you to do maybe just 1 hour. It's a series of 1 hour long classes starting noon tomorrow through noon on Sunday. $30 a class. Maybe you put a team together and you all do the classes together, or you each do one class. However it works, it's going to work well for a great organization in our community known as Sisters for Survivors. They will benefit from Stretch for Survivors. You doing the yoga helps them, and them includes them. Yes, Tanya, raise your hand, the founder of Sisters for Survivors, and a sister, if you will, a fellow survivor there, Lynette. We'll hear their story and what a difference Sisters for Survivors is making in our community, guys, coming up in 20 minutes. I'm falling behind with the rest of the class, though, so I send it back to you.
All right, Drew, thank you.
It is 6:40 right now. Drew is getting an early morning workout live in Hillsborough, trying out some yoga.
Yes, instructor Tiffany has given me permission to call out the next pose. So gang, let's do Happy Baby together. Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club, our location. This is the Happy Baby. It's not the Have a Baby, right? the Happy Baby this morning. This feels good. I hope it looks okay, Russ and Brenda, because we are getting ready for a terrific event. Stretch for Survivors this weekend for Sisters for Survivors. Details after this, but first, hold it. Hold it. And now the ski report.
It's 6:45. Want to check in with Drew Carney. He's over in Hillsborough talking about a 24-hour yoga extravaganza.
He is trying out some poses and maybe feeling it at this point. Drew, how you doing?
I've given up. I've given up this morning. They're actually in the cool down mode now. I mean, yoga has been happening here since just after 5 a.m. this morning. Here is Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club. We even learned this morning, as you guys well know, Russ and Brenda, yoga can be a team sport. I had a lot of things happening to me yoga-wise this morning, but now they're cooling down, so I will stand up and I'll explain why we're here this morning. We're here for Sisters for Survivors. They're having an event here called Stretch for Survivors. It's 24 hours of yoga beginning at noon tomorrow on Saturday, going through noon on Sunday. You don't have to do yoga for 24 hours. That would be kind of crazy. But you can sign up for any one of the hour-long classes during that 24-hour period. It's $30 to sign up. Maybe you get together a group of friends and you do it together. All the money raised benefits the group I mentioned just a moment ago, Sisters for Survivors. Okay, so you keep doing this morning, and I'm going to step over here and introduce to you the founder of Sisters for Survivors and a survivor herself. I'll call you a sister and a survivor, Lynette and Tanya. Lynette, I start with you, and I'll bring it around so we can see your beautiful face this morning. I know we could talk at length about this, but I'm hoping that you could share, one, when you were diagnosed, how that impacted you, and three, what Sisters for Survivors is doing for you now as you continue to battle breast cancer.
First, I was diagnosed in May of last year. I actually met Tanya, Sisters for Survivors, through my surgeon who introduced us. And the way it impacted me was she taught me that going through something so devastating can actually make you feel good and pretty, and the whole, transition of losing your body hair and facial hair and stuff like that. It's not so bad if you can make light of it and just feel good about yourself. And
you're a big fan of hers.
I love Tanya.
I want to talk to Tanya too. Tanya Priestley, the founder, as you know, of Sisters for Survivors, and we do a lot of great stories. One example would be Children's Cancer Association. I've been doing work with them for a number of years, and I know they have programs. They say we help those kids who are fighting cancer, and they have programs to do so. You have some programs too. Can you just explain one way that you help people like Lynette that are battling breast cancer?
Yeah, one of the most dramatic services that we offer is a makeover for women when they start to lose their hair. It's just fabulous. We have a professional makeup artist that tells them and shows them how to put on eyelashes, eyebrows, pretty makeup, and then we do a professional photo shoot. So it makes a good memory in a dark time.
And we don't want to have Lynette pay for that darn makeover herself, so you can help. You can do Stretch for Survivors this weekend at Hawthorne Farm Athletic Club and benefit Sisters for Survivors, and it should be pointed out because I didn't mention it just now, but I will now. Tanya, the founder, she's also a breast cancer survivor, so way to be there for others now, Tanya. Thank you, Lynette, for sharing your story. And hey, don't stop cooling down this morning. Are you giggling? You can't be giggling, you're cooling down. Do not giggle. Russ and Brenda, we're out of time. Last segment of the week. Guys, back to you.
As
Don't
they
smile.
try to relax and cool down.
He's testing her ability to concentrate and meditate for sure. Thank you, Drew.